I decided I was going to do something potentially stupid on the internet and document it. Because what else are you going to do when you have a YouTube channel with no discernible niche, which is just putting whatever the hell I want out onto the internet and letting people watch it. So on today's little episode of me doing something I think is going to turn out stupidly, we're going to curl our hair, keep it wavy overnight with space buns. I have these scrunchies. They're pink, and considering my wardrobe is closer to Mavis from Hotel Transylvania, I don't use them that often. So I'm going to give myself space buns, and we're going to see if it keeps my hair wavy. And I decided that I wanted to document it, because last time I tried something like this, it did not turn out well, and I just want to document my strife. Anyway, let's get started. It's really simple, according to the YouTubes. You just part your hair in half, like I'm doing here. And specifically in the tutorial I read, I didn't watch it because I was in the bath when this idea hit me. It said to do a zigzag part because otherwise your hair, I can't see anymore. Otherwise your waves will be divided into two distinct sections, so I'm just not really parting my hair at the back. I have my hair in two sections, and apparently it's very simple. And I'm putting this quite far up on my head because I have layers and curtain bangs that I want to get in. Apparently, literally all you do is twist the hair. I feel like I look like a who. When I look back on this footage, I'm gonna look like a who. You twist the hair and you put it into a bun. And allegedly, that's all you need to do for this to work. I don't know, personally, with my hair experience, I'm a little bit concerned. I'm also putting it up here because I sleep on my side. So that's some important backstory for you. Because I'm doing this before I go to sleep because it's literally 1 a.m. But I was really scared of doing like hair. Okay, 1 second. Okay, there we go. I was really scared of doing any like hair or makeup centric content, mainly because it's something that I do for fun. I don't want to be a beauty guru, which I think is very clear by my Nightmare Before Christmas shirt and my pajama pants, and the fact that this is I don't know if I'm gonna bleep this or not, a fuck around and find out moment. This is me fucking around and then we're going to find out together. Oh, I just missed a piece. Okay, retry with the piece I missed. Because I feel like once you start going down that path, people tend to expect that kind of content from you. As much as I enjoy the notion of doing these videos every so often, I don't want it to be what's expected of me and my content. Because I don't have a content niche, which is, first and foremost, that's very obvious when you look at my very limited YouTube page. But more importantly, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Like, I want to post a video on how I do my, like, various versions of my makeup because they are more alternative. But that's kind of it. Oh my gosh. Wait, does this look as cute as I think it does? I can't see without my glasses. Oh, I look adorable. Oh, I really hope this works. I am kind of scared that my roots aren't going to have volume. So I'm just gonna take a sec and kind of pull these suckers out a little bit so they have some room to breathe. Because naturally my hair, it comes with having the types of waves in my hair that I do. I've done a lot of research on this. I started my wavy hair journey in 2020 when I didn't have anything else to do, and I saw exactly one TikTok that was like, hey, you might have wavy hair. Then I looked at old pictures of my dad and I was like, shit. And now we're here. Even though my hair might not look wavy to you, I promise you, I can't treat it like it's straight. So I'm in a weird kind of way where I took inspo from the curly girl method on YouTube. I don't know if you can see that tiny little, yeah, inspo from the curly girl method on YouTube, and then adapted it to fit like my fine wavy hair, which is shockingly hard, let me tell you, because a lot of people with curly hair, I'm just checking to make sure these are secure while I'm talking, also happen to have kind of thick hair. I don't. I have fine hair and I have a crap ton of it, but it's fine, which means it gets weighed down by product a lot easier. So I use like a dime-size amount of the Shea Moisture, like castor oil and shea butter leave-in conditioner, and then like I'll squirt of mousse from like Pantene. All mousse does the same thing. That's something that's you should definitely think about. All mousse does the same thing. Basically, it's aerosolized in a can, will give you hold, and that works quite well for me. And what I've been doing since I am a tired college student, university, I go to university, but I call myself a college student, is that I usually just put my hair in one Dutch braid, and it works okay. It's just, as my hair gets longer, I find it kind of a chore. So if this works, I'm gonna be happy, because that took me like 5 seconds. And this feels like it'll be comfy-ish to sleep in, I hope. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop on my sleep cap and I will see you in the morning, because I'm going out with my partner tomorrow. So dear God, I hope this looks at least passable. If not, I might just do space buns. Honestly, these, adorable. I love them. But we'll see. Do you see the terror in my eyes? Do you see it? Because I see it. I see it. Okay, so full disclosure, I forgot to take a video at the beginning of the day. Aside from me being like, I just woke up and being super tired. So it's like 6 p.m. 6 p.m. if you couldn't hear that through my wheezing. So I thought that I'd give an update. Honestly, you can sort of see it in the mirror. As hair goes, I'm not mad at it. My hair doesn't usually look this great at 6 p.m. after I went out, got rained on, got lunch with my mom and my partner, came home, cleaned, and took a nap. So, like, it's pretty good. I think that part of my fatal failure was actually that my hair was too wet, because it still dried. It was drying as I was taking my dog out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a day 2 where I'm gonna do it with my hair just like dampened, because I don't need any extra product on day 2 really. I usually just put some hair oil after to tame the flyaways. That's one thing that I will say. My sleep cap fell off in the middle of the night and I got flyaways that you can't really see. So now I'm gonna try and find a way to film the back of my head so I can show you what it looks like somehow. Don't ask me how, I don't know. So yeah, so far I'm gonna give it like a 7 out of 10. 3 points deducted mainly because my waves are falling and they don't quite do that when I braid it, but that could be due to user error with my hair being too wet. And 2 points, the remaining 2 points was because I had 2 buns and it was kind of uncomfortable to sleep in. So, on to the hair montage. Alright. Day 2, we woke up looking significantly more disheveled. Like, significantly. I'm gonna take some hair oil to this and run my fingers through it and hope that it makes it better. Because it's either I wrapped it too tight, and also this side came out when I was sleeping. I'm gonna end up looking like Hermione. So, since this looks objectively terrible, what I decided that I'm going to do is I'm actually gonna retry. Just gonna part my hair and keep it up for like half an hour while I get ready to do stuff. And we'll see if it turns out any better at the end of this. I'm not sure it will. I'm gonna try and place them a little bit farther back because I think that I like the way that the bangs on this side turned out, but then because this one fell out at night, it's like straight and then wavy. Like, we see that, right? And because it fell out as well, I have this piece that's like wavy and then straight. So we're gonna try and fix it. And I don't think it's gonna go well. I think today's gonna end up being a ponytail day. The things I do for hair, for decent looking hair. I like how as soon as I stop filming, I get it. So, I'll give an update. This is worse than I thought for day 2. Wow. Alrighty. So we have reached the final thoughts portion of the video. I ended up just putting it half up in a clip because I didn't want to have to deal with it. Look, my curtain bangs look great. The rest of my hair, So I'm gonna rate this overall like a 6 out of 10. 5 out of 10 because it works. It technically does work. And the 1 point because it's faster than braids. The 4 points that I have kind of deducted from it being like a 10 out of 10 is that there's kind of a learning curve, I realized, and there's a lot of room for user error. And those 2 things are very important when you're trying to do your hair quickly and overnight. I think that if I were to try this again, I would put more product in my hair besides just water on day 2. And I wouldn't wet it as much. And I would try and make sure my sleep cap didn't fall off in the middle of the night. Overall, I liked it. It was comfortable. But I think there's kind of just like, you need to figure out the bun placement in a way that works for your hair. And for those of us still learning, it can be kind of challenging, even though it's an easy method and it gives you nice volume and all of that kind of stuff. Because that's one thing I will say, it gave me a lot more volume than braids because you're putting your hair up instead of braiding it back and down. And that's something I enjoy because I have layers to give my hair volume. So it's good for that. I think it's just, you need to learn how to do it properly. That's how that's the general consensus that I've come to, is that it could be really great, but you need to learn how to do it. Which I feel like goes for most things, honestly. So I'm not disappointed, because as we saw earlier in the video, my expectations weren't very high to begin with. I thought it was going to turn out terrible, and then day 1 turned out great. And maybe for my day 2 hair, I'll braid it. It just kind of depends, but for day 1, putting your hair up when you're out of the shower, and you need to keep your hair wavy, awesome, great, we love it. I'm a fan of this method. I'm gonna keep trying it. I don't know if I'll document it in another video. I think maybe if I were to keep documenting it, I would do it on Instagram in like a story update kind of thing. I want to try different methods because I want to see how it would go. I'm scared that my phone's kind of tipping with my tripod. Let's hope you can't notice. So, overall, 6 out of 10, easy, can look really nice. You can salvage it if it doesn't look as nice as we can see here. And I would try it again, and will continue to be trying again. So with that, I hope that you enjoyed my foray into the hair world. I think I'll be making a video either at the end of this year or at the beginning of next year, because it's December 28th, I think. December 28th at the moment. So I've got 3 days left of this year because I want to do a video making outfits from my closet. Like little witchy hippie kind of gothy outfits. Because I jokingly call myself a hippie goth a lot. And it's kind of, I think it'll be fun to go in my closet and get creative and make outfits. As we can tell by this skirt that I'm wearing and this sweater. It's cute. I enjoy it. So, with that, I will leave you. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.